Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is September 9th, 2014, and today is Tuesday. So the biggest player in the week is the GBP. Losing more than 250 pips in the past week. Major plays in it on the short side. People could make their entire year just on this week's trading. Coming into the economic calendar today at 11:30 this morning, Bank of England Governor Carney is going to be speaking, and then at 4 o'clock South African time, the GBP number. It's a GDP number actually. I'm confusing myself with the GBP and GDP. And GDP is the gross domestic product of the country. It's an estimate number. It usually has high impact on the currency, but in light of the fact that Carney is speaking today, we should see what's going on with it. Looking at the euro, there's no bottom. It just keeps on going down and down and down. It's just trickling further down in the past 2 days, about 30 to 40 pips. Underneath the 130 level, which is a major level for the euro. You see, even in 1 year chart, and we're hitting new lows and new lows and new lows. This is why we don't call any bottoms. And generally, calling a bottom is very difficult. We had maybe anticipated this bottom before. 127.97 is a stronger bottom, I would say, around this area. However, like I said, this could go down to 120. There's nothing holding it back. So there is a resistance, a support, at 128-ish. But, again, it's a very low probability trade. See for it first to confirm some sort of consolidation, some sort of resistance on the downside, and then you can look to pick it up. But until that happens, it's still a very big short. Looking at the USD Japanese yen, we finally hit that number above 105, and we're at 106. So if we look at a weekly chart, boom, that's what I wanted to see right here. We broke this number over here, and that's a major number. That's really a major spot right here. Let's just highlight it a little bit. We are breaking higher. At this stage, on the upside, let's look at a longer chart to see what's going on and to see where we're holding in terms of new highs for the year. So, back in the day, this thing was really trading between 120 and 110, and so I would really say 110 is a major resistance level, as we have something over here, previously up here, and it's a round-up number. So 110 would be a major threshold to break on the upside. Between here at 110, nothing really holding it back. Okay, so it's still very strong, and I would look to buy the USD. Looking at the GBP USD, look at this. Woo-wee. Just complete sell-off. Complete sell-off. That is a major reversal. It's seldom do you see such a thing, but this is a major nosedive. I mean, I'm used to seeing this in stocks, not in currencies. Currencies are usually much more soluble and much more consistent. But over here, you see that someone knows something about something, and it goes from really strong to really weak is something very unnatural. So whatever is propelling this market to take it further down, there's so much economic wars out there between Russia and the United States that sometimes you think to yourself, maybe someone is tinkering with this. So USD is very strong compared to the GBP. We're back to 160 level. This 160 level is a major support level, I would say. I would look for some sort of a bounce around 160. If it does break it, then we would look to 157.5-ish as the next support level. On the upside, it would really have to break above 162.9, 163 to really give it some sort of strength on the upside. Looking at the gold really got clobbered the past couple of days. It's not a good graph. We were hovering around 1270 and 1262, and then it finally broke it yesterday. So we're now at 1255. 1250, 1240 are its major support levels. Okay, looking at this chart, You could see it right here. Let's see what we can do here to make it larger. So yeah, 1240 I would say is the next support level for this thing. But that's what I would suggest. Just keep an eye on it. Let's see if it does break 1250. Markets are making new highs, so gold is being sold off. Looking at the Dow, consolidating. Okay, this just means this is healthy. This means that, okay guys, I went up. I'm back to levels where I thought I should be. Now consolidate on this downside, consolidate on the upside. That's not such a good line. Okay, that's maybe a better line. And now I'm hovering. Okay, I'm on and close to my new highs, but I'm not going up further because I don't have confirmation. I'm not going further down because there's no confirmation that's going down. So it's a wait and see process. Okay, there's no shame of not trading this or waiting for it to hit the above side and maybe shorting it a little bit, playing the downside and buying it a little bit. You know, playing this range is beautiful. Okay, it's worth your time. It's worth, trading. It's just a issue of timing. Okay, and this is really where people can make some decent money, just consistent money. If you made $50, $50, $50, $50, we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 moves. That's $300 just to play these moves, and you're not taking so much risk. Okay, and that's how it's done. Looking at oil for a second, oil's been very weak. So we're hitting almost 90, okay, 91. On the downside, retrace from 93, 94 from last week. Looking at an 8-hour chart, we haven't been at these levels in a long time. But, mind you that the trading range is still very small for oil. So, it might not be the greatest trade right now, but this is a major support level, okay, between 92 and 91. If it does break below 89, which I don't think that it will, it has room in the 80s to consolidate as well. So on a longer time frame, you still see that it's a trading range, okay, on the downside around 80, on the upside 110 over the past on the weekly chart, but otherwise it is still trading. So this is Fred Razak at CMTrading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thanks.